Hi gamers! I just finished playing patch 6.25 and I thought I would put up a quick video review of the content in my opinion. I apologize in advance for the video quality, but all footage was taken straight from my Twitch stream in an effort to get this out ASAP. I won't say anything spoilerish, but well, the video footage might say it for me, so if you haven't played these quests yet and don't want the novelty of it ruined, you've been warned. Because this is an opinion piece, you may not agree with what I have to say, and that's cool. I'd love to hear your thoughts though in the comments below. I'll read and respond to each comment. If what you see looks cool and you want to chill with me live, check me out on Twitch and watch me stream sometime. With that, let's get started. I streamed for 4 hours this morning, and in that time I was able to get my first stage relic on one class, unlock the Omicrons and do the first dailies, and unlock and do my first variant dungeon, which were all 3 things I was really looking forward to doing. To have gotten them all done in a 4-hour stream is really impressive. I wasn't expecting that. So first, the relic. You need to do a couple more Hildy quests to get to the point where they branch into the relics. The quests were hilarious. I was laughing uncontrollably for most of it, like dying laughing. I am no longer upset we didn't get Shadowbringer's Hildy quests if this is what we get in exchange. If you are a Hildebrand fan, this was perfect. The quests were easy to follow, with very little needless running around. You also didn't have to spend a fortune in guild teleporting, as anytime the plot moved zones, they automatically moved you with it. There was fan service, our much beloved title of Stealer of Pants was used again, and our favorite Smith Geralt is back at our side, ready to make as many weapons as we can come up with tomestones. FYI, you need to have at least 1,500 tomestones of astronomy in order to make your first weapon, so don't do what I nearly did and spend them all before you start the quest. That could have been bad, but I was spared the grind by about 100 tomestones. The weapon itself doesn't look nearly as gaudy as I expected it to, but it's still early in the chain, for better or worse. For right now though, I'm pleasantly surprised. The Omicrons were also a fairly quick and uneventful unlock. I got turned around a few times because Ultima Thule is dark and easy to get lost in, but I'm sure that's just me. I have terrible direction sense. I completed the first dailies, and I'm getting the impression that this quest line for Gatherers is going to be a cross between the Namazu and the Pixies, which really isn't a bad thing. I loved the Namazu story quests. I did the dailies every day because I just needed to find out what was going to happen to those precious idiotic fish people. And I really wanted to spend more time in the Pixie special zone, so I'm really hoping that the Omicrons will give us the best of both worlds. Literally, perhaps. And finally, no, this isn't a reminder to like and subscribe. I'll only do that for guides, but, you know, if you wanted to. Anyway, the variant dungeon. I snagged a willing victim from my stream who was hanging around and who hadn't done it yet, and we went in together not knowing what we were doing. I missed the select your abilities step when registering, which in retrospect might have made it a little faster, but as a tank and a healer we had no problems completing the first door. It was like a standard dungeon format with personal spoils and bosses with mechanics that weren't too tough to figure out. I really enjoyed it. What I enjoy more is that it's the type of content you can do with less than a full party. So if on our regular guild night one of our usual 4 can't make it, we have something we can do as a threesome. I snagged 3 pot shards from my first run, with 9 needed for the new emote. This doesn't seem really grindy. Well, unless you think about the 100 you need for the throne, but... So overall I wanted to rate this patch as practically perfect. It has a good mixture of new content, so there really is something for everybody. It doesn't take long to get started, and I'm looking forward to grinding tomestones to see what the other first stage relics look like. I'm also looking forward to rep gains with the Omicrons for their mount, and to finishing off the variant dungeon progression to get that mousy mount too. I wasn't thrown off or meh about any of it, so let me know what you think. Is there something you were looking forward to doing first? Have you played it yet? Do you disagree with anything I've said? I look forward to hearing from you gamers, and I'll see you in game.